This is an Ellis Mowers and Mower small engine repair. Stay connected on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers and More. Comments or questions? Leave them below or email me, ellis@ellismowers.com. Parts used in today's repair are found using the links in the description below. And as always, like and subscribe for more small engine content. On today's vlog, we're going to go pick up a free riding mower in the $300 van. This thing right here has been awesome. It's got over 220,000 miles on it now. Put almost 2,000 miles on it since I bought it. It's driving great, and I'm not going to say anything else because usually that means if I praise it any more than that, it's going to break. So that happens with all my vehicles. So what we're going to do, I got a few little things I need to do actually, and we're going to go pick up this riding mower that somebody reached out to me about today, and we're going to stick it in the back of this thing, and what we'll do, bring it home, evaluate it, see what it's going to be like. It is an LT1000 Craftsman, so it should be fairly easily fixable for what it is, and he said that I guess it's been parked about 1.5 years. It ran, drove, and cut, but the front end went out in it, which is a semi-common thing on these LT1000s, especially if they were used kind of hard or weren't used properly. So what we're going to do, we got to drive about 40-some minutes to get it, but I already was going to be in the area anyways. No big deal. I got to pick that mower up, pick a few other items up that I need to fix for somebody as well. So first one in the van, quick update on it. I put tie rods on it this weekend, and valve cover gaskets. Still got to do an oil pan gasket at some point. Oil pan gasket, headlights, and one of the tail lights. And after that, this thing's just going to be driven, and we'll just drive it till it quits, right? So let's go pick that Craftsman up. Hopefully you'll enjoy the video. Alright guys, so we ended up getting this Craftsman here, and we got the got it in the back here. Hope y'all can see it. Fit right in here perfectly. The front end is toast on it, but we're going to get it going here pretty soon, and it's going to be good. So it's in great shape. I'll get it out when I get home, and again, you can fit a riding mower in the back of a caravan or a Grand Caravan with very little effort and little need, and very little drama actually. There is a video out that's several years old now about somebody putting one of these in the back of one of these, and they were taking the deck off and all of that stuff. If you got a Craftsman LT1000, Troy-built pony, Troy-built Bronco, 42-inch deck, the John Deeres will not fit, like the D and the E series will not fit without taking the steering wheel off, because there's about 1 inch. It's about 1 inch too tall. But Craftsman mowers, LT1000s, the YS ones I don't think will, but the LTs will fit right back up in here. So we'll see what we got when I get back to the place, and hopefully we're going to have us a nice little machine here to really get turned around. Hopefully I might even throw it in the garage tomorrow and get this thing turned around, and especially if it's only been sitting for about 1.5 years and it was working before the front end went out. There's only even so much that can be wrong with it. So we'll go ahead and get home. I'll get it out, show you around it, and then we'll see what it ends up being. Well, next morning, time to take this thing out. I picked up a few items to fix for somebody as well while I was out. Was originally the plan was anyway, so this was just a little bit further to get, and it was free, and so I can't really complain about that. So we'll put it in neutral. I'll sit y'all down here, and it's maybe a little bit of an adventure to get this thing out, but let's see what we can do here. Not the prettiest, but it worked, right? Here is the issue. Pretty bad, right? Just the front end just split apart on it. It happens, so not too big of a deal. Just got to swap this front end out. I think I've still got one back there in the back. And like I said, it's been sitting for maybe a year and a half, he said, so looks like you replaced the gas cap at some point. The gas isn't all that bad, and it's fairly empty, and he shut it off, so maybe we'll get lucky on this. Let's see. Let me put the brake down. So the deck was kind of stuck there for the deck belt. That's not bad. Oil is decent. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at the blades. I'll lower the deck real quick. Pulleys, are they turning? That's good. So all the pulleys are turning like they're supposed to. I'm very tempted to put a little bit of gas in this and just see what happens. There's just a very, very tiny bit of old gas in there. Battery's dead, I know, because the switch was left on. So I may jump it off and see what happens. Wonder how bad this seat is. If it's, oh, this seat isn't really even that bad, so I may just save this. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Oh yeah, it's really bad. So we may have to leave that on. I don't think I got a better seat here at this point. I might. If this thing turns out pretty nice, I might just throw that on there. I'll put an air filter on it. It'll need one. Blades are turning free, if y'all just saw, which is good. And all the tires are holding air, so that's good as well. The back tires I think were recently replaced. This is the 6-speed model. I got to find me a little ball here for the handle, and that may be it. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of gas in it, get the jump box out, crank it over, see if this thing will kick off. And if it does, man, that's gonna be great. Maybe just swapping the front end out and being done, hopefully. All right, so I put a battery in it. A good battery, and I'm just going to see if this thing will kick over. He turned the gas off and everything, so hopefully there wasn't a bunch left in the carb. I'm thinking that there is, though, but we'll see. I may be surprised. Hey, the solenoid clicked over, so that's a good sign. Let's see. Okay. kick the blades on. Probably gonna have to do the grinding the stuff down like I usually do on these. A valve adjustment. I think everything's just tight on the deck, so I think I just need to get that freed up. I think everything will come back. Worst case, I have to put a belt on it. But blades, check the blades too while we're here. Blades are definitely salvageable. And the front end again is just the biggest thing I got to do, which really isn't all that bad. I just got to pull off, I think, 2 bolts, and then the main bolt back here, and get this out. I need to make sure and double check I've got a front end. I'm pretty sure I still have one left. So front end, valve adjustment, a little bit of deck work. Maybe find another seat if I've got one that's in better shape. If not, we'll put the seat cover back on and call it a day on that. Hopefully the carburetor doesn't have any more issues. And just a bunch of leaves and junk in there. We'll work on getting out when we wash it. May just pull the cover and vacuum it out as well. So we got a little bit of work to do, but for a free running and driving mower, this ain't bad at all. We'll have this thing done here probably in a couple hours. It won't take too long. Alright guys, I'm pulling the mower deck off, and just 5 mounts plus the blade engage cable. So 2 in the front on this side, 2 on each side that attach to an arm up top here that you'll see. And then there's 1 on the rear. Let's go over there. Right here. And then your blade engage cable as well. So that's your only things that you got to do to remove. There's 2 clips for the blade engage cable. It just hooks on top of the pulley, the tensioner pulley. So we just got to clean this deck out a little bit. I think that's all that needs to happen. Clean up, grind out the grooves in it. Got a front end sitting right here, so that's good. Yeah, it was caught in a bunch of junk there, so I'll pull this deck out and clean it. It's the 12 gauge deck. It's in good shape. It doesn't look like it was abused or anything. The guy I got it from, his yard was super nice, so he keeps up with his stuff pretty well. No anti-scalp wheels on this though. So, just got to do the typical grinding out the grooves and stuff in that deck. The front end, should be fairly easy to take off. I got, there's one bolt down here, if you can see that. I think that holds on this little bracket for the deck. And then there's a big bolt in the middle there that takes it off. It looks like what I need to do is take off these cotter pins that attach this linkage, the tie rod, to the two wheels. After I do that, I should be able to get it off pretty easily. I can't put it on my mower jack because I need this to take the front end off. So I may pull a double sack pulley. It's just like a 9/16 or a 5/8 down there. Pull that thing off, set it down so I have a little bit more space. Probably jack up the front of it. What I might do is just lift the mower up whenever I get the bolts off. So let me get down here and show y'all. We got two carriage bolts, one on each side right here, to take off that part of the front end, and then hopefully right there up top is the last bolt. Sometimes it can be a big one, like over an inch. Sometimes it's a 9/16 with a little collar inside it. So I'm gonna see if I can get this thing off. Oh, may have to. I don't want to mess that up. So let me see if I can get. I think it's a 9/16. It came off with. Off with the others, so maybe not. Maybe it's a half or something else. But let me get the correct socket, and we'll get this thing off. So that 9/16 bolt decided it wanted to strip out in the middle, so I'm taking the other approach and taking the 4 bolts off for the tabs here. And hopefully between that and then I got to remove the drag link on this side. With 9/16 and then the 1/2 inch. Hopefully this thing will just fall out after that, so hopefully. I wanted to not do it this way, but oh, I got to take off this exhaust shield too. So I'll do that. Alright, and there we go. I just gotta make sure I can put this down without killing my finger. Put it in neutral, release the brake, lift it up, and just set it down very easily. So, of course, this right here stripped on me, that nut, so that's why I had to go about doing it the way that I did. I don't think I can get it off now. I think I've compromised it a little bit too much, unfortunately. Yep, dang. Nope, that sucks. So I'm probably just going to have to cut that bolt off because I do need these, and find another bolt, or maybe I can just cut the head off and see if I can find one. So I'm going to work on that, and I should be able to get it all sorted here in just a few minutes. I do need to transfer those plates and stuff over to the new front end so that we can put it back on though. Okay, so I found a front end that actually has everything on it. I had to cut the other bolt off of the other front end to get it off. It's in, actually I'll show it to you because it's in pieces over here. I mean, it's just ripped right here in half pretty much. So it was done. We'll take the tires off of this and put it on this machine though. But first I want to get this front end on. I don't know the best way to go about this, but see if I can just lift the mower up. The front end is standing up, so that's good. That's good. And see if I can just set it down. Oh, come on, buddy. No. Aw. So, what I'm going to probably do is jack the front of the mower up as high as I can and try and slide it up under there. So, let me do that. See what we can muster to get it up under there. Okay, guys, I got one side of the mower jacked up over here, so what I'm going to do now is hopefully just sit this thing down onto it very carefully. Hopefully it'll take. See what we can do here. Still not quite in on this side. We are now though. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Get this thing to sit down. Okay. Well, if you've got the whole front end and can just do this, it's fairly easy, it seems, so that's good. That's really good, actually. So I'm just going to thread a couple of bolts in on each side here. A little bit off right here, but we can get one of them in. Right there. May not be perfect, but it'll work just fine. Get a thread or two in here. Okay. And we're all on, so which is good. Almost forgot that I was recording there. So everything is on, except for the drag link, which I'll put on right now. Let me just find the hardware I need for that. put the, sorry guys, put the drag link on over here. You'll see it. You can't see me on this side. Got a little bit of mess to clean up now. And I got to put that shield on the front, but oh, that front end right there turns great, even with the crappy tires on the front. So that's awesome. Got to change one of the grease zerks over because I think I robbed it off of this at one point. It looks like. I just got to put that exhaust shield back on. And it looks like I need to tighten up those 9/16 bolts for the other one. That one goes here. Right there. Like I said, I think I got to tighten up those 9/16 for the axle down here. Perfect. That's great. That's awesome. I'm going to swap the tires over, swap one of the grease zerks over, and then next what we'll do is we'll work on this mower deck here. This mower deck, I just need to blow it off really good and probably just sharpen the blades. Take this off and grind the grooves out that are in the deck. Deck belt appears to be pretty good, so probably won't have to do anything with that. But when you pull it back, you can see that it wasn't really pulling back like it needed to. So it's just got too much dirt and debris and stuff in there. Lube everything up, put it back together, and we'll probably have a running cutting machine pretty soon here. All right, so I adjusted the valves. It was a 10 millimeter and a T20. Y'all seen me do it quite a few times. I'm in the process of swapping the tires out. I just wanted to show you that, I got a new valve cover gasket and stuff on it. I'm about to tighten everything down here. And we should be good, hopefully. We'll do that. We'll do the bottom ones first so that if it leaks, it doesn't leak up there. We got a few leaves we got to take out. Oh, I got to put a carb on this thing too. So, but now what I've got to do is just swap the tires out. And I just got to find a screwdriver that'll work for me to pry these off. These E-clips. I'm trying to hustle to get this done because I think I've already got a buyer for this. So I'm just trying to hurry up because I got a trade in yesterday off of the YT3000 that I have. And somebody wanted it, but I'd already sold it in another trade deal, so that's still going on pretty strong. And so it'll be good. I said, but hold on, because the trade that I got was a Troy built Bronco, that's going to be a similar price range to this. So I just said, hey, hang tight, because she wants, and you'll see it at the end of the video if it materializes, she wants to trade me for a, what does she want? She's got a couple of MTD Craftsmans that she wants to trade with this, which is good. The MTD mowers, they're not much, but they're not too bad to fix. They sell pretty decent. I'll get my money out of them. They don't appear to have very big issues either, so. Swapping all this around. And really after this, the only thing I've got left to do is that mower deck work, which is going to be good. Doing some cleanup as well. But I just really wanted to get this done today, because I can turn this mower into $300 and get 2 trades on it, so that'll work out really, really well. Because I did just recently clean out some, but it doesn't look like it. As y'all can see, that red one is in for, I don't know, it's been sitting a while. And then that big John Deere is a flywheel. The Coke Cadet's looking at a drive belt, and those will be gone, so it'll be better. But we've got a few others out there, but a couple of them that I pulled out of the very back there are gone now, either parts or whatever. So we're going to put these dust caps on. We'll set it down. We'll see if it starts easier after that. Actually, I can do that real quick. It should start much easier now because the valves were way out of adjustment. So it almost looks like the guy put a starter on it recently too before he parked it, but we'll see. It should start much easier. Now I do have to slap a carb on this thing. Y'all just saw me do it on a YT1000, so I'm not going to really show that, but I will get that cover off and show y'all that. And then the deck, we'll clean that up a little bit too as well. Alright, clean the deck off, and just got to get this piece out so that I can grind those grooves down. Also, so this thing will engage a little bit better. So this piece right here is a 9/16 bolt. You'll take it off. Take off this idler. We'll take this belt portion off here. And then this piece, let's take the spring off. We'll just set that aside for now. And then we'll work that out right there. And we'll just kind of take a wire brush to that, put a little bit of WD-40 on it. Anti-seize, whatever you want to put on it. Alright, and now all I'm going to do, that y'all haven't seen already, we'll kind of work this a little bit. Make sure it's all good, because what you want to do is have it spin freely inside this, which it appears to be doing okay. Let's get some of the surface rust off of it. And then what I'm going to do, you see these grooves that get kind of ground into here? I'm going to flatten them out with an angle grinder on this side and also right in here. And then just put it back together. So when I get it back together here for y'all, I'll let y'all pick it up then. Alright guys, I've already pre-done the, pre-lubed this piece. I'm going to slap this back on. And then this, on the bolt, carriage bolt, oh come on now, there we go. Okay, and slide this back on as well. Pull this belt out of it. Oh, this way. No, this way. So it fits like that. There's like a little stopper that it fits on. And then bolt the nut is already in the gun. So let me put that, get it finger tight first here. Trying to keep this thunderstorm away, but also want the rain too, you know, so. Better. Could still engage a little bit more. There we go. Don't have to put a lot of effort into that, which is good. Alright, so let's put the spring back on. Spring's on. Still a little bit of a bump there. I'll make sure the little rollers on the back are decently lubed. Right here, right there. That's better. Still seems like it's trying to get caught a little bit, but I think it'll be okay after. There we go. Alright, that's good. Just need a little bit of loosening up there. I'm going to get the mower deck back underneath. I'm going to put the deck belt back on it. And hopefully... Oh, we got to put a carb on it because the carb is leaking. And clean out from underneath the shroud. So... Ooh, don't twist the deck belt now. Alright, so that's good. That's working like it's supposed to. These are back on like they need to be. I'm going to put the deck on. We'll test it all out. Make sure it all works. Swap the carb on it. And clean out from underneath the shroud and give it a good cleaning, and I think this thing's going to be ready to go. Alright, we're going to pull this cover off the shroud just to show you what it looks like underneath here. So yeah, a little bit of leaves, we'll get those out. Just a little bit of junk overall. Not too bad, but I'm going to pull it out. Blow everything out from under here. Throw this carb on. I will shove a rag or something underneath here so that it doesn't get a bunch of junk into the inlet tube here. But this carburetor is leaking a little bit as well, so it's a typical trait of these Marlboros. They're great carbs, but you know, after 20 years or so, they'll start leaking at the needle in the seat. I've got a good batch of carburetors here right now, so I'm going to throw those on. And may clean up the ignition coil a little bit as well while I'm here. So just take care of that a little bit. But yeah, so I'll just blow all this. I gotta blow the mower off anyways. I'll swap the carb. Y'all see me swap this many a times. And put the hood on. I'll let y'all see what it looks like with the hood, and then take it for a cleaning. So we got a little rain outside, so I wanted to just give y'all a final look, because I think this thing's going to go in the morning to a new home. I literally got this yesterday, about 24 hours ago, actually. So I knew it was going to be quick. I knew it just needed a front end and a couple other things. So what we did, a front end, a carb, put a battery in it. I think the one that came in is going to charge up, so that's good. And sharpen the blades, put an air filter in it, cleaned up the deck, made sure everything works on it. The seat cover is going to be drying overnight. I put it over here underneath the fan, so it'll dry overnight and hopefully be ready to go in the morning. And I think this thing's going to go to a new home, which is good. It runs great now. And I'll get it out there and just turn the blades on so y'all can see. And we adjusted the valves. I forgot that y'all saw that I did that. Alright, I'm just going to drive it out there and just turn the blades on just to make sure they're all good for us. So I had one similar to this that I had listed for $550 for a while. Couldn't get a bite on it, or no, what did I have it listed for? Maybe $6. Couldn't get a bite on it. Sold it for $550 to a guy I know. After I put the seat cover back on, it's going to be good. This will bring between $5 and $550, but I think I've already got it sold. Like I mentioned, I think I got a trade deal coming on this, and so that's going to be great, and it will be good. And I'll let you know if all that materializes. I'm probably going to do a separate series as long as those trades turn into more trades and stuff like that. Another trade series video as well. But I love these things. These things will run and run and run. This one's in great shape. It was kept up really well for what it was. Just needed a good cleaning, and we're just bringing back to life. So we've done that, and it's ready to go to a new home. I may wait for it to dry, but I got something to do this evening, and I want to go ahead and finish this video portion of this video up. If I get the trades tomorrow, that's what I'll end this video on. If not, then we'll end the video on something else. But overall, like I said, this thing looks really good now. Swapped the front end on it, and it's ready to go, because that was the main issue with it. Alright guys, here are my two trades for the Craftsman. Before we finish this video up, get another Craftsman. This is a LT1000, so just a generic 42-inch cut. But what did I do? She gave me $300 plus these two machines is what I asked for. So, and if you look under there, you can see the starter is loose because the block has completely disintegrated, because I think it was over revved. So not good, but cosmetically this thing looks like it's in pretty good shape from what I can tell. So hopefully it's an engine swap and maybe a couple little things. we'll see how the blades are and stuff. Usually I don't get to see this at the end of a video, but got mulching blades on it, so that's alright. Because sometimes I sit on these and I just need to get content out. So engine, which I got plenty of, hopefully I can just throw one on it and call it a day. I know I've got one actually. I got a 19.5 and I also got a 15.5 that may need a couple of small parts, but I may slap it on here to see. And then this Troy built is a 2013. We're going to stay away from the wasp on this one. I literally pulled these things out of the woods. This is a 2018 model. Got the power mower. It's the Pony 42X. So I don't know why this one was parked. I don't know if they just took the wheels off of it and that's why the issues are what they are. But everything's here. I got an extra tire in the bed of the truck here for it. So everything's here for it. These are going to clean up fairly nice. They'll probably fetch $600 to $700. The Troy built may fetch about $7. This one will probably bring in about $6. This is a 2013 model, but hopefully, like I said, I just need to put an engine on it and you know, fix the usual stuff, MTD stuff on these, and it should be good. So while I'm thinking about it, I got a bunch of hardware I need to put down here. But yeah, so in 48-hour time frame, I go from, because I picked it up on a Thursday, the Craftsman, fixed it on Friday, sold it on a Saturday, and got these. So we'll see what these end up being. I'm also going to do a separate trade series for a free mower. How much money can I make from a free mower through trades as well? Alright guys, so that is everything on this Craftsman LT1000. Again, in a 48-hour time span, I went from picking it up, fixing it with the front end, swapped the carb out, and did a couple of other things to it to do what it needed to do, right? And I already had a buyer lined up because I had a Troy built that the lady wanted, but I already had it sold to another person. I said, hold the phone, I got another one. And actually when I got there, she's like, I think I like this one better. I said, I think you'll like this one better than the Troy built. Because y'all know them Craftsman LT1000s, they'll just sit there and go and go and go, especially if you do fix the common issues like the grinding the grooves out in the mower deck and things along those lines. So yep, so I got 300 bucks. I would have tried to sell it for about 500 because it was a gear drive with Briggs single, and that's about all they bring. I had one earlier in the year that didn't really bring, that I got 550 for. That's probably because I had somebody that I knew, but I had no hits on it at 600 bucks. So 500 is realistically probably what I sold it for. So I gave her 300 in trade for these. Y'all see if I put an engine on that, and then this one wheels, and I don't know the engine situation on this one, but we'll probably pull $1,000 out of these too. 500 a pop, maybe 600 a pop, depending on how well they clean up and turn out. So we'll see, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad to fix these two. I'm going to do a separate video on a trade deal, turning a free mower. How much can I turn a free mower into? And so far we've turned it into $300, and here in a few minutes here, hopefully not in a few minutes, but in a few weeks we'll get these things turned around, maybe before the end of the season this year. We'll see, but I think I did all right. Y'all let me know how I did on this. So I do appreciate y'all watching this small engine repair video in a span of 48 hours. It just kind of turned out because the two big projects that I was waiting for parts on, the parts are coming in today. I'll tackle them on Tuesday because this is Labor Day weekend. So just doing little minor stuff, but I don't really work on mowers on the weekends. I do some cleaning out and stuff if I need to. I really do appreciate y'all watching this come full circle from picking it up, fixing it, to selling it and then getting a couple of trades. Really hope y'all enjoyed the video. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.